I think it's very key from my experience that I was feeling fine. You know, it's different when like you go to a doctor and like something's hurting or you're sick. I'm feeling physically fine and I'm having people telling me that I have cancer. I was a full-time student. I had just started my PhD program and working full-time. It was difficult for me to kind of really reconcile what was going on. I'm like, this is not part of the plan. Like this is gonna set me back. I'm kind of like just going with the flow. My local hematologist says, go to Weill Cornell, I go to Weill Cornell. But behind the scenes, we have the real MVP, who's my mom, researching Weill Cornell and the Leukemia Program. And what do you know about this doctor? Have you heard of this doctor named Dr. Ritchie? And she's doing all this background stuff. And I remember she's like, we're in good hands. Dr. Ritchie was super knowledgeable and always very willing to answer any questions that I had, even like some of the scientific ones. No question was unanswered.
Well, Minerva is so ambitious and she had so many things that she wanted to do and was able in the space of a single day to do so much. And those remarkable qualities also helped her get through her treatment with acute leukemia. Even though Minerva was feeling fine, with an abnormal blood count and a diagnosis of acute leukemia, things can go bad very quickly. It is a very sneaky malignancy in the fact that these cells divide rapidly in the bone marrow and they come out into the peripheral blood. So it's really important that once we make a diagnosis of acute leukemia, that we treat people quickly before any of these really severe complications take place.
The team in general was, from day one, reassuring. This happens to people. We believe you're gonna be fine. We have great treatment, but I was feeling like a little betrayed by my own body because again, I'm like, I'm still feeling good. So I was definitely scared of what was going on, but I think at that moment, I was more scared about losing my hair. Not only do I have cancer, not only did this come super unexpected, but now I'm gonna look sick. And then I said to myself, who cares if you're bald? This is about your life. And I'm gonna learn very valuable lessons. And this is gonna just serve me in amazing ways for my future, for my profession, because I'm a therapist. For a living, I work with people who have endured difficult moments. And I just really tried to focus on what I could learn.
Not that leukemia is ever a good thing or going off your track is ever a good thing, really, but it gave her some time for introspection. She used her experience to help improve the work that she was doing. It makes me feel very happy and proud, actually, that, I have a patient who is younger, who went through this experience and is making the most of their life, and that's such a fantastic thing.
I desperately wanted to get back to my life. The first step really was going back to school. My PhD is in mental health counseling. My second year into the program, now is when people are really thinking about what their dissertation is gonna be on. I wanted to do something for the cancer survivors that I knew and just for the cancer survivor community. What I decided to study was pertaining to cancer survivor label. Do people who identify as a cancer survivor, are they kind of better off than those who don't adopt that term? I had to defend my dissertation to my committee. It went good. So, I'm Dr. Minerva Guerrero. Very exciting. I worked really hard for that. You beat cancer by how you live. I'm very proud of how I've gone through this journey. I definitely want to keep that as a key element of who I am.